So spank me and call me Swole.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test, testing, testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1257 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex biceps. What is going on, beaches? What is up? What's going on, swole hoes? Everest and K2 flexing on you, getting yoked like it ain't no joke. It's your boy, Papa Swole, motherfucking. Yeah. What's good, everyone? Welcome to Tuesday, October 15th, and it is a beautiful day. It's a wonderful day, and it's always a wonderful day when Papa Swole's dropping knowledge cock on the interweb. So brand new video on the YouTube channel at Swolenormous. If you are not yet subscribed and checking that stuff out over there, chances are you're following all the accounts. I don't know how many of you are also subscribed to the Daily Swole Clips channel, where you get little snippets from the podcast. Don't want to miss them. So I got three. We got three YouTube channels, huh? You think one's enough? Not for Papa. Not for me. Not for Daddy. Three's just right for right now. Maybe I'll want to add more in the future. You never know. I'm a fucking freak like that. I'm a fucking freak. Nicholas says, "What up, fam? Smash like button before I smash you." So hit that like button. Smash that shit. Let me know what's up. If you like it, fucking tell me you like it. Hit that level, bing, thumbs up. For those of you that are Swolenormous X members and uncensored members, the unlimited and uncensored brand new vlog, the Swole Motion 140. Make sure if you haven't yet watched it, watch it. Go drop a comment. You're gonna enjoy it. I hope you do. So make sure you drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And on Thursday, today's Tuesday, Ask Papa Swole live for Swolenormous X members. So unlimited and uncensored, you can join in for the Ask Papa Swole live. You want to learn more? Swolenormousx.com, fam. Sign up for uncensored. You know what I did today? Because I've been saying that Swolenormous uncensored is less than the price of a pumpkin spice latte. It's been my thing. But I actually looked up and I was like, you know what? Let me see what the price is. And so I Googled it. I said, what's the price? How much does a pumpkin spice latte cost at Starbucks? And it said that it's like $4.75 to $5.25. Kind of like mean for a tall. That's the tall, of course, is the smallest one. $5 for a small? I didn't know it was that expensive. I thought $2.99. I guess uncensored is, I guess we should jack the price up of uncensored, I suppose. I mean, should I? Should we make uncensored more expensive? It's not. I could charge apparently $4 or $4.50 and still be well under that. Isn't that ridiculous? $5 for a small. $5 for a small. Make your own. If you want to make a pumpkin spice latte, use better ingredients and make it at home for a fraction of the cost. If you must have your pumpkin spice. Papa Swole's drinking it black. That's right. This coffee's black as King Darius. King Darius, if you're watching, salud, my friend. If you're not following King Darius on Spotify and everything, that's my boy. Go follow him. If you like the music, the outro music and stuff from all my YouTube videos. King Darius, go check it out. Uncensored is buy one, get one. No, it's not. But apparently, if you spend $5, you can get two. Instead of your pumpkin spice latte, you can get 2 memberships to uncensored. My goodness. And people wonder why they're broke. Yeah, people wonder why. Well, if you see the line outside Starbucks or inside Starbucks and you realize, oh, it's $5 for a small cup of sugar, then you realize what people are spending their money on. We're talking about nutrition today, actually. And a lot of you have been messaging me about some content that's floating around online. There's a lot of comments on my Instagram and my questions, the stickers that I post when I ask questions. I answer some questions and stuff like that. A lot of people have been asking me about calories in, calories out. And I'm always making that push ever since we started this whole thing. I'm making the push for food quality for the beginning. Food quality from the very, very beginning. Now, calories in, calorie counting, how much energy you're consuming, it matters, but it's also not 100%. We put way too much stock into MyFitnessPal and all these different measurement tools. Oh, you burned exactly 300 calories. Oh, you ate exactly 1,500. It's not perfect. You're not absorbing every single last calorie. You're not using every last calorie specifically, completely accurately to what these watches and things will tell you. So there is some room for error. There is some fluctuation there. And there's that same standard deviation for those of you that are into statistics. I hate it. I hate stats. But in other words, you have room for error. Okay. You have room for error when you do any of those measurements. So, in order to what's the most important thing that we need to get people to do for nutrition in order to get to their results, in order to get better results? What do you think? What do you think's the most important thing? I have my opinion and my approach and my reasoning behind it, but I'm curious, what do you think is the most important thing for people to understand about nutrition? Or what do you think is the most important approach for nutrition to get people to actually, the majority of people, because all my content's for the majority of people. I'm not speaking to a specific audience. I'm not speaking to people that want to compete on stage only. I'm not speaking only to geriatric populations. I'm not talking to only people that are 70, 80, 90 years old. I'm not talking only to teenagers. I'm talking to everyone. So all my messages depend. All my messages depend on who's listening to them, because some people are going to like my message. Some people are really going to respond. And some people, well, I don't like it. I think that doesn't apply for people with eating disorders. No shit. I'm not talking to people that have fucking eating disorders. I'm talking to people, I'm not talking about self-diagnosed eating disorders, because 90% of people in this country from that standpoint has an eating disorder. We're not eating the right foods. We're just fundamentally making poor food choices. So what's the most important thing? The most important thing that someone can do, and let's just have a little conversation here, and then I'll give you my specific approach. That way you can kind of take something away from this and get a little bit of a better idea if you're new to the podcast. If you're brand new to the Swolenormous, if you're brand new to the Swolenormous, if you're brand new to the Daily Swole, drop some cherry emojis in the comments below. If you're popping your Swole cherry today, I always love to know whose cherry I'm popping. First time. And the reason why it's important is because then you're a member, you're a member of the audience for life. And you get very clingy. Whenever I pop someone's cherry, they get very clingy. If it's their first podcast, if it's their first Swolecast or Mancast, virgins get really clingy, and this will be their podcast for life. Eat less, no processed stuff. Nicholas shaved his chest this morning. I don't know where that comment come from. What are you guys talking about in this chat? What's going on here? Eating real whole foods, not processed garbage. Eat real food. Elimination, make food easy and accessible. Let's see. Know what the fuck you're putting into your face hole. That's good advice. Having people understand why processed foods shouldn't be eaten on a regular basis. Junebug. Ooh, Poppy. Hey, June. How'd it feel? Good? You liked it? I'm glad you liked it. What up at work driving around a forklift? That's cool. El Chuba Libre. Hope you enjoy it. Popping cherries left and right. Scott Light. All right. I don't care if you're male, female. I don't care what you claim. I don't care what letter you assign to your gender. We're popping all cherries here. I'm an equal opportunity popper. I'll pop anything. On the podcast, I'll pop anyone or anything's cherry. All right. If you bring your dog on the pod, I'll pop it. I'll pop everything here. As inappropriate as that came out and that sounds, oh yeah, I mean it. The Daily Swole, I'm just popping everything. So. The knowledge cock is popping everything. I can't stop it. It's not like a choice. It's not something that I really planned out. It just happens. What's up, Christy? Stick to the basics. Cut out everything except fruit and veggies and quality meat and some sea salt. Oh, you're a lady after my own heart. All right, Ashley. That's hot. Sexy. Down with the food pyramid. Well, yeah, that doesn't help you. Doesn't help anyone stick to anything if you're just down with that. End the food pyramid. Knock down the pyramid. Okay, so all good examples. Oops. All good ideas. All good concepts. Let's see what Papa Solio's up to. What's up, baby girl? So all good concepts, all good approaches. Elimination, stick to the basics, real food, cut out processed foods. Okay, the simple stuff. The things that we are kind of all in agreement upon. I don't think anyone's really saying, processed foods are great. But a lot of people really put way too much weight on the calories in, calories out at the expense of food quality. And I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think we should be talking about calories in, calories out without having a full discussion first about food quality, because you can be eating restricted calorie quantities and be making terrible food choices, right? If you're eating McDonald's or you're eating junk food and you're restricting your calories, I don't care if you can lose weight. I don't care if you can lose weight. Like, weight loss is not synonymous with health. If you're obese, yeah, you need to bring your body down into a better weight range. But just because you're losing weight doesn't mean you're being healthy. Just because you weigh 150 rather than 300, it doesn't mean that you're healthy. You understand? You can be, as much as we talk about health at every size and how that's a load of shit, you could be unhealthy at every size. Just because you have abs doesn't mean that you're healthy. Just because that you're not 500 pounds doesn't mean that you are healthy. It doesn't mean that you're healthy. There are a lot of people that compete in bodybuilding shows, that do extreme diets, that take a lot of exogenous substances, that are really fucking putting their bodies through the ringer. And they're really putting their body through stress, and it's not good. And it can lead to a lot of issues. It can lead to a lot of issues. You have people that have heart attacks and issues and stuff like that all the time, dehydration, little strokes and stuff like that, and passing out. And people get sick all the time from doing extreme dieting and things like that. So anyway, my approach and my real, like, where I like to guide people to is the food quality. And the reason why the food quality is so important, even before, like, we have to understand why food quality matters, is because the nutrient density. And if you have a real eating disorder and you really can't stop and you have really imbalanced hormones and they don't tell you that you're full, you're going to need someone guiding you. You're going to need a professional. You have a very specific situation that is not for the general population. So my message, anytime that I make a podcast, anytime that I send out a nutrition message, the reason why it comes with that general approach is because I'm talking to thousands of people, and that's the general population. Maybe a couple of you are personal trainers. Maybe a couple of you are over 500 pounds. Maybe a couple of you are 100 pounds. Maybe a couple of you are over 60. Maybe a couple of you are under 20. So when I send out a message, I can't make 30 podcasts in a day that's specific to each person. So we have to talk about the concepts and talk about the approach that's going to help the most people. And there's this universal approach that, although we can say, oh, well, if you're not consuming too much energy, you're going to lose weight or you're going to maintain. That doesn't help people figure out how to be healthier. If you're focusing on food quality, it's going to be much, much easier to make sure you're not overeating. It's always going to be hard to bulk because you have to eat more than what your body will be satisfied at. You're full. You have to still eat more. That's how you get extra calories, and your body's telling you it's full. You have to force feed yourself more. That's how you gain. It's hard. That's why most people don't. To lose weight, you need to utilize more calories and more energy than your body has access to, whether on your person or through consumption. And if you're eating more nutrient-dense foods, higher fiber foods, or you're eating quality grass-fed steaks, and there's a lot of good, healthy, fucking saturated fats, the animal fats, sweet potatoes, broccoli, vegetables, salads, in addition to those nutrients, you're eating real foods, it's going to be much harder for you to eat 3,000 calories a day. If you're drinking protein shakes, if you're sucking down soda and fruit juice, if you're eating processed foods like breads and pastas, it's going to be a lot easier to overeat. You're going to have those crashes more often if you're biasing your diet more towards carbohydrates. You're going to have those dips and those valleys where you have those cravings more, not to mention your hydration, your lack of sleep. You're going to have those late night glucose and sugar cravings, those sweet cravings a lot more because you're not eating the right food. You're not eating the right quality foods. You're not making good choices. So you're going to have a lot more of a struggle. You're going to have a harder time staying on your nutrition. You're going to have a lot harder of a time not going over your caloric limit. You're going to feel more hungry. You're going to have more cravings because you're not focusing on the right fucking shit. You're trying to shortcut it. Oh, if I just eat less of it. For me, it's not about eating less. I want to eat enough of the nutrients that I need. And if I have to eat more calories, then I'll eat more calories and I'll train harder. You have to get enough nutrients. I mean, nutrients are more void in foods than ever before because we're farming so much and we're producing so much food. The soil and all these different things are not as nutrient dense as they were maybe 500 years ago. There's more people. So you need to consume more volume in many cases. And if you're not exercising, you're going to put on weight. It's very simple. You're going to put on weight over a period of time, whether it's 100 calories extra a day or 1,000. You're going to put on weight faster or slower, depending on how much you're consuming. So eating more nutrient-dense foods will help you keep your calories in check. It's not the only answer. You still have to monitor it because if you're eating healthy food and you're eating 5,000 calories, you're going to put on size. It's fucking simple. It's fucking simple. It's simple, simple, simple. And everyone always wants to act like a victim. But I have an eating disorder, but I have a problem. So when you say things like this, it affects people like me because it's not so simple. Well, then it's not so simple. Life isn't simple for everyone. Life isn't easy for everyone. If you have an eating disorder, can you still lose weight with this method or gain weight? Of course you can. You have to get out of your own fucking head, and that's what psychologists are for, and that's what support groups are for. It's an eating disorder. It's your brain fuck up. That's what it is. Your brain isn't firing properly and giving you a proper readout for what your body needs. And that's why you have to overrule it. That's why tracking and understanding, I'm only eating 1,800 calories. That's okay. And then you need a support system to fucking get over it. But it doesn't, just because you're overweight or you have PCOS or something, like, you still need to do it. It's still going to come down to whether or not you put in the effort. And for some people, it might be a little bit easier, a little bit less resistance to make changes. And for some people, it might be more resistance, but it doesn't change the fact that you still have to do A, B, C. The laws of science and reality apply to everyone. So you can complain or you can deal and fucking work. Like, you're going to lose weight. You can't just maintain weight that you don't have. You can't just maintain weight. If you're eating too much or your metabolism's slow, it's like you got to eat less or exercise more. You don't want to eat like 800 fucking calories a day unless you're under doctor's supervision or something ridiculous. But you need to move more. You need to exercise more. You need to lift more. You need to be more patient. You need to be more consistent. You need to fucking work harder. You need to try different things. Consistency is everything. And if you're getting more nutrient-dense foods, you can keep consistent more. If you're doing these fad diets and you're going this yo-yo fucking type thing, you're more likely to fall off because it's extreme and your body can't adapt and it's not something you can maintain. If you're eating nutrient-dense foods and you are maintaining your adherence to your nutrition, you're going to be consistent as shit, and it takes months and years. It's not going to happen in a couple weeks. Papa Swole, sexy girl. Do I think it would be better to work on the brain first? You can meditate. It's not going to matter unless you're eating, you can work on your brain and still eat too many calories. You can work on your brain and eat nutrient void foods. Oh, she's a little camera lady. That makes sense, Thomas. I had to split up with my girlfriend because she was pounding dirty dicks on a daily basis, and it was a very toxic relationship. Back to my life, and I'm feeling better than ever. Well, if my girlfriend was pounding dirty dicks on a daily basis, I would probably break up with her too. And of course, for anyone that doesn't know and like, oh my God, your girlfriend's a fucking whore, he's referring to bad food. I refer to food as dirty dicks. Don't put dirty, bleeding AIDS dicks in your mouth. And that's what you should think of when you think of junk food. Don't put dirty dicks, dirty, bleeding, AIDS-infested dicks in your mouth. That's good advice for a diet. That's good advice. If you think of all your junk food as a dirty AIDS dick, you're probably not going to make the same kind of choices. I think me thinks you'll probably make better choices. I'm just assuming. A lot of you have said, wow, thinking about that when I'm going to make food or going to buy food has changed everything in my life. And I can't get that out of my head. That's disgusting. Thank you so much for your help. See, you have to gross people out. If it helps one person, it's worth it. Yeah, let's see. Nobody tells an alcoholic to work on their brain before they stop drinking. If your diet is killing you, you have to do both. Agreed. It's a lot easier to make adjustments once you get the consistency down. True. My boyfriend has started intermittent fasting is the best. Depends. Not for everyone. My boyfriend has started following my lead and eats way less dirty dicks. Good for him. Good for him. He has a lot more room for satisfaction, to fill up his gut with healthy genitalia. Just teabag the like button. Apologize for the smudges. It's all good. It's all good. No worries. No worries. Intermittent fasting can be good or it can be really bad for people. A lot of people trying to bulk on intermittent fasting, not really ideal. And, maybe eating one meal a day is not ideal for most people. People oftentimes use intermittent fasting as an excuse to just binge and eat whatever they want. You still need to be consistent. If you're going through your day and only eating 1,000 calories and other days you're eating 2,500, you're not going to get the best results. So calories do matter. The quality matters. So it's quality, the calories, and then however you want that eating style to be, that's up to you. So those two things come first. For me, it's quality, and then it's calories in, calories out, and then it's what your eating style is, whether you want to do high fat, whether you want to do intermittent fasting, whether you want to do keto. That comes after those first two things. Quality is number one for me. That's my approach. And when I say quality is number one before counting calories, it's not to say that counting calories isn't important. It's just in terms of like the totem pole, which is most important, you will have a much better time with overall health benefits, as well as mitigating overeating, which is what most people's problem is when you're making better quality food choices. It's much easier to not go over your caloric limit, and it's much better for you because it'll eliminate all those other issues that might come from sensitivities. So it's not just about weight gain. It could be joint discomfort, could be chronic headaches, could be sleeplessness or insomnia, could be bloating, all these other issues that have nothing to do with necessary caloric intake and volume. It could be coming from what you're eating, like the actual substance, what the quality of the foods are. It could be very low quality food. So that's first from my approach. I love how I got into an argument with a fucking tard about how their body is not exempt from the second law of thermodynamics. People don't study. People don't understand basic science. Again, people like to point to their feelings. Well, I don't feel bad, or I don't feel like you should be saying that to me. That has nothing to do with your fat ass being fat. That has nothing to do with that. You're talking about two different things. Your feelings don't matter when it comes to reality. You might feel, you go see a movie, there's going to be a lot of people that love it, hate it, and everything in between. The movie is still 2 hours and 10 minutes. The movie was still performed by X, Y, and Z. The director was still this person. Doesn't change the fact of who made the movie, who was in the movie, and those types of things. But whether you liked it or not, that's up for interpretation. Even the best movies in the world, or the ones that do the best, there's always someone that's like, I didn't like it too much. It was boring. I don't like fantasy movies. I don't like this. It's like, well, you don't like Avatar? It was fucking awesome. Yeah, but I thought this was kind of lame. It's like, it was fucking awesome. Like, what do you mean? It's not an Academy Award winning, like it's a great experience, right? So, I mean, everyone's going to hate things. That was just the first movie that came to my mind. But any fantasy type movie, there are people that just write off the whole genre. It's one thing if you don't like horror movies, not everyone's going to like that. But to dislike a fantasy movie, the stories are amazing. But that's opinion. Again, more example of how that's just very subjective. In class, so glad the Swole is on. The Swole is on. The Swole is on. I am on. Not the Last Airbender. I've heard of it. I don't know what that is. Let's see. I'm at work, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. Hope you all enjoy making your sick fucking gains. The sick fucking gains. When I first learned of intermittent fasting, it was taught as you can eat whatever you want in this specific time period, then nothing for the rest of the day. It wasn't the best. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people think of it as that. It can work fine. A lot of people like it. That's the whole thing. When you hear people saying in comments like intermittent fasting is the best, that's not true. It's just straight up not true. It doesn't mean it's not the best for you, but you read the comment and then people internalize like, oh, intermittent fasting, I should try that. Well, it's not the place to start. It's like number 3 or 4 in the chain. Quality of the foods. I say your elimination diet. Monitoring and understanding your caloric intake. And as you're doing that elimination, you're observing and you're counting and you're learning how much caloric value foods have. And you get an idea of what you're eating and how you feel. And you're tracking maybe a little food log and you're learning how your body, until you learn how to tell what's going on in your body just up in your head, you're putting it down on paper. You're keeping a little journal, X, Y, and Z. And then you might want to go more towards intermittent fasting. There's nothing wrong with that. But whenever we use the word best, it's just so subjective. There's no such thing. Calf extensions and the pod. What up? Study break to get my daily dose of vitamin Swole. Vitamin Swole. Yeah. Vitamin gains. I got some requests for a water break. Are we ready? Everyone get your water together, please. Everyone get your water. Places, everyone. Uncomfortable noises. I don't care if you're in class. You got to make some kind of moaning. That's right. Make it awkward. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Water break, bitches. That was good. No complaints there. Oh, that was good. Always takes me a couple moments to recover after a water break. That's really intense. Super intense. Chase that water with some more coffee. Some more schmoffy. Come to daddy. Give me coffee. Cafecito. Cafecito. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good God. Good God. Good God. It's a figure drawing class, so awkward. Well, I didn't. That's your fault. It's all right. You don't turn on the Swole. Anytime you turn on the Swole, you're at risk for a water break. I don't care if you're in church. I don't care where the fuck you are. I don't care where you are. You're always at risk. You're always at risk of some awkward noises in a water break. All right, fam. So let's see. Just a little wrap up. We got, let's see, Thursday. Today's Tuesday. Thursday at 12 noon Eastern time. Ask Papa Swolio live for members only. If you want to join, you could get in with Uncensored and get access to all the private live streams as well as unlimited memberships. SwoleNormousX.com. 12 noon, fam. Those of you that are members, if you're a member of Uncensored, drop in the comments right now how fucking awesome it is. We got some new content coming today. We got a new YouTube video again coming tomorrow, but we got some new content coming in Uncensored, probably a new Raw video, and we got some other things on the couple other dockets, couple other shows that will be coming up shortly. Let's see, today's Tuesday, so yesterday was also the accountability meeting. We have week 2 for unlimited members, week 2 of Swole season. Week 2 of Swole season is now available for unlimited members. So if you are in your bulking mode, week 2 is in your program vault. So you go in there, you go into Swole season and click on week 2 and get on it. Get on it. And let's see, what else is good? Yeah, and then Thursday, so day after tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, Ask Papa Swolio live. So if you have questions and you enjoy the Sunday Fun Day Q and Anus, if you enjoy the Ask Papa Swolio videos on the Swolenormous YouTube channel, this is the place for you because it's pretty much literally direct access to me. As it grows, of course, more and more people will be in those live casts, but you can ask any question you want, training questions, nutrition questions, all that stuff in the Ask Papa Swolio live. And if you can't catch it live, it's cool. I understand. Kind of. I don't know why you'd miss it, but it's available in your account later. So if you can't catch it live, you can watch it on the Facebook timeline or it's in your uncensored account. So it's all good. Uncensored is awesomeness. Unlimited is a shit. Uncensored versus unlimited. Who will reign supreme? Well, I mean, they're both awesome. They're both awesome. Just depends on how big, how much you want. If you want all the yoga classes, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. It went live yesterday. Brand new yoga class, all level strength flow. So get on that. All of that's in the updates tab. But yeah, depends on how much awesomeness you want. Awesomeness. Depends on how much awesomeness that you want. Depends. You want to blow your fucking nipples off? Go unlimited. You want to really blow your nips off? You go unlimited. Just fucking go in. Just go in. Put the whole sack on it. The whole sack. The preacher at church is talking about baptism, and Papa says water break. Oh yeah. Brothers and sisters of the congregation, it's time to make some sick fucking gains. Everyone, raise a glass. Let's get yoked. Delicious. Delicious. Thank you. Uncensored fam repping hard today. Okay, so again, Thursday, 12 noon Eastern time, but that's also in your uncensored account. I put that in the banner for those of you when you log in next, and I'll post that event in the private Facebook group today. So your boy, Daddy-O, is going to go make some more content, pinch his nips, and go do some more stuff. Let's see. What's Pup up to? Oh, there you go. She's up and about. I thought you were sleeping. I thought you were seepies. You were seeping. No more seepies? We just went for a walk. We just went for a bunda. We just went outside. Maybe you want to go on the porch. Oh, she's getting excited. Oh, shit. All right, fam. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1257 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Of course, I will see you tomorrow for 1258. And again, Thursday, 12 noon Eastern time is the upcoming Ask Papa Swolio live, and you can get in for less than the price, almost about half the price, apparently, of a pumpkin spice latte, $2.99. It's still open. Don't miss out on that. So I'll see you then, and of course, tomorrow, as always. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.